Bro, can we talk about that really quick?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when negotiating starts.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're about to break down how we give our offers, how we present the offer to the seller. Too many times I see people giving offers and it'll sound something like this. Hey, Mr. Seller, so your offer is this. Click, and then the deal's done. They never get a deal. So let's prevent that from happening to you. You're gonna see exactly how we present the offer to the seller so that does not happen. And then if they say no, what you do after that. Okay. This is actually from a live call that me and Dow did for both the Blueprint community and the Dog Pound community. We're gonna be doing another one. So in a couple of weeks, we're hosting another one. It's gonna be even better. So if you missed this one, I need you to go here. This is gonna be my IG and Dow's IG and follow us and watch our stories because we're going to post the information to that call coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So I need you guys to stay tuned for that. But let's see how we make these offers.
Okay, cool. Last thing that we're going to go over. So after we have created urgency, now we got to actually not present the solution, but present the offer, like the actual number and exactly what's going to happen. Okay. So here's how I lay out the offer. I always come in. This is after going back to the team, right? I got to tell them I got to go back to the team. I come back in and I let them know, hey, I have great news, Daryl. I thought, to be completely honest, I didn't even think I was going to get your property on the whiteboard with the other 10 properties, to be completely honest with you. I've just had a tough time getting these things on the whiteboard the past week, but I got it on the whiteboard. And then even better, I got it as an option that they really want to buy it. Okay. So we're here. We're looking to purchase your property. With that being said, so good news, more good news. So good news about what just happened, right? Good news about the meeting that we just had. And then the last good news that you give them is the solution to their problem. Okay. So the good news is I got you approved, right? And then the other good news is, Daryl, is that we're going to be able to close in 30 days so that you can get over to Montana in time for your son to graduate and whatever the solution was. I'm bringing it back to the solution. Okay. Bringing it back to the solution so that they see that. And then I'm like, with that being said, Daryl, we can buy your house for $203,000. And then I simply just shut up. Like, you don't say a word. Some of the times that meeting, the property, what's it called? The seller appointment that I was talking about earlier with the 450. I remember when I presented her the offer of 450. I remember sitting in her kitchen. Literally, it's a little small kitchen with a bunch of freaking stuff in the kitchen, right? And I'm in silence for like a minute and a half, waiting for her to talk, and I'm just chilling. I'm like, I could sit here for forever. Finally, she's like, yeah. By the way, her silence sounded like this. She was like, ah. You know how bad people would want to be like, I mean, maybe I can have him come up to 460. No, I just sat there. I was just like, I ain't the one that's going to talk first.
Thanks.
She talked first and she was just like, yeah, it's not going to work for me. Okay. All right. Well, help me understand. Why is it not going to work for you?
Bro, can we talk about that really quick?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when negotiating starts.
We went for 3 hours straight talking about how we negotiate with sellers just on this Zoom alone. The recording to this link is actually in the Blueprint Mastery Sales Training Program. If you're interested in that, go to joinbprei.com. Let's get back to the show.
Negotiating, yeah, we're negotiating the whole call, right? But like real negotiation, like when we're actually getting down to it, it does not start until somebody says no. Right.
Ooh,
so
that's a bar.
It's a bar and it's a fact, right? When they say no, now we need to figure out why. Like, what's going on? Why don't you like this? Right. So I can overcome these objections and I could close your ass. Right. So like when they say no, that's when we're beginning. That's when the fun begins.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I have so many people. Like, one thing that I was just talking about this with I was chilling with some Astro guys over the weekend. And we were just talking about like Like I was talking about how one of my old dispo people who were working for us, they would always bring back, like we would always put a deal out, we'd have buyers go walk it, and I'd be like, all right, well, where the offers come in at? Oh, we didn't get none, or they were super low. Okay, what didn't they like about it? I don't know. Well, what the fuck do you mean you don't know? Did you not ask? Like, how are we supposed to know what we did wrong? How are we supposed to even overcome what they didn't like? How are we gonna sell them if we didn't ask them what didn't they like?
Right, exactly. Because people will get the no, and they'll either just be like, oh, I want to come up on price and shoot themselves in the foot, or they'll just walk away and they'll be like, all right, cool. Sorry, I wasn't able to help you out. You know what? We'll just check back in another month or two to see how you're doing. And then they lose the sale. They don't figure out like what the no actually means. Here's the funny thing, Daryl. You want them to say no. If they say yes from the jump,
Yeah,
you left money on the table.
without a doubt.
Right? So you want them to say no in the beginning, and you want to work with them. But then here's what I'm going to say to close everything out, and then we'll do a Q&A. Okay? Once they say no, you got to figure out why, like that's the objection, right? That we were talking about, complaint versus objection. That's an objection. They're saying no for some sort of reason. You're not going to be able to get the sale done until they say yes. They got to say yes. You got to close them. Okay. So you got to figure out what the new solution is that you provide, whether it's just presenting it a different way or presenting a whole different solution. That could mean coming up on price. That could mean if you're doing a creative finance deal, doing some sort of different terms, whatever. You got to present a different solution. A different solution or a different message of the solution, right? That's what you got to do. Okay. If they say no, and they should say no. Once you do that, you're not live negotiating.